but I don't have to worry about it quite as much. But see, now that I know this, I mean, I don't know how much I can trust Brittany and Shane to not come after me next week.
Brittany's not going to be here.
Huh?
Brittany's not going to be here.
Well, I'm saying if I stayed on what I was thinking.
That's why, I mean, I was shocked. I mean, and you did kind of figure it out. I thought you would have pulled me aside at some point and be like, was it Ian? Just, if you were to ask me. I thought that out of the two, I thought Mike would have never thought that Ian would have done something like that. But, things work out a certain way. But, I mean, I got to get out of here soon.
I've been fucking dogging you. Not bad, but I, like, saying things. Like, I just really was like, fucking Dan intimidated this 21-year-old kid is what I was thinking. I was like, he got the number.
I'm good. I'm not that good, man.
Yeah. But I mean,
it was just me and Ian in there. He said there was 4 people in there with him. Nope.
Well, I'm not even talking about right then.
Oh.
I'm talking about all last week is what I was thinking. I was thinking you were just going to him being like, look, Ian, if you vote with the House, then you won't go up against Frank if we win. I thought that's pretty much what was happening. And he got scared into doing it.
No way.
But now when I think about him telling Mike to get to stepping and shit like that, and I knew how nervous he was around me afterwards. He's still been nervous with me because he's afraid that I'm going to come after him.
He'd tell me a couple of times, like, you're not going to say anything, are you? I'm like, nope, I'm not going to say anything. And I really wasn't until, the other thing, when you went on that date with Ashley, he was pissed. And I thought it's because, you guys were like, he's like, fuck, da-da-da. I'm like, what's wrong, man? He's like, I was covered every angle, except now she's going to get closer to Frank than to me. I'm like, bro, you're never going to be covered every angle in this house.
Yeah.
And then I realized he was.
Yeah.
But he thought that you would get closer to Ashley. I don't even think he cared, like, relationship-wise. He's like, he's going to get closer to her, so now there's a chance that I don't have Ashley anymore.
Yeah, because he didn't. Your boy laid the Mac down.
But
shout out to Barb and Og. Sorry about your girl going home. But because the good thing is if we did this, he wouldn't be covered by any angle.
He's done. He's cooked.
If Brittany's gone, he's not covered by anything.
Shane's not going to keep him. Joe certainly is not. Jen's not. Danielle's not. I'm sure as hell not. You know how much heat I took for this kid? I mean, one of the best players ever, and you're intimidating us sitting right there being, what up? You never lied to me before, in my grill, and I don't do well with that kind of stuff, but I just sat here and ate it, and that was as far as I could go without saying it was Ian, so.
What do you think the votes would be if it was me and you in the final 2? Because this is what I'm thinking. If you're...
Honestly, I thought my only chance to win this game was against Mike.
Yeah.
Who's going to give me another one, especially because what have I won? What have I won?
Yeah.
Even how many weeks are left?
3.
So I would say I win out HOHs and vetoes. What am I, tied with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And that was I don't know who I could beat. I could maybe beat Joe. But I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't want to win against him, To me, it's like, if I can get to the end again, then I came what I'm here to prove, But my thing is, if we do this, I don't want a golden parachute. I don't, because it puts us in the me, you, and Mike scenario again.
Yeah.
So if Danielle's the first to be cut, cool, But.
I mean, if we get Brittany out, we don't have to worry about Shane as much next week. And we still need to get rid of him sooner rather than later. Of course, if it's him and me and you in the final 3, he might make it to the final HOH, but he's not going to win that question and answer.
Uh-huh.
And one of us will. I'd much rather it be Joe. I'll take, obviously.
If it's me, you, and Joe in the finals,
it's Rap City.
I know.
See, I worry about Jen.
Getting to the end and Jen doing what?
You taking Jen.
Why would I take Jen? I have literally no game relationship with her.
Yeah.
0.
Because you might be able to beat her.
Do you think she's going to last that long, though?
I don't, but...
I think we just agree on the floater we take with us is Joe.
Worst case scenario, Shane.
Yeah, which, fuck. I don't want to go against him in the end in the endurance.
But the thing is it doesn't even have to... Even if me and you can't both get in that final HOH,
Yeah.
he's not going to win that question and answer.
And then you know that there's no way I'm going to take him because everyone loves him. He's won almost as much as you.
Yeah.
And I know you're not going to take him because you know you stand less of a chance to win against him than me. I mean,
I still think I'd stroke him, but I'm not worried about
no,
that.
I'm just saying you probably beat him, but
Yeah.
I'm saying the odds of you versus him and you versus me,
Yeah.
I don't even think are close, you know. But that's down the road too. I'm just telling you that if I shake your hand and we can pull this off, and I know part of it's out of your control, but you know, if it happens, Renegades Part 2, man, or we can call ourselves the Rock Boys. I was thinking of handshakes last night.
Yeah. Fucking chill gades.
But you tell me, do you think I should? Do I go pull Danielle and say it was an act? Do I let her? Oh, because she's obviously not well right now.
I would. I just, exactly what you said.
I'm trying to get us through this.
Yeah. And then eventually maybe we'll both have to have a talk. You with Danielle, me with Jen, where maybe they have to talk. I don't know, something. I'd rather it not be before tomorrow, but at the same time, if we have to get Jen to do it,
Yeah.
that might be what we have to do. But
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go down there and talk to her, and then, I mean, like I said, if someone comes up to me to talk game, I'm gonna yell their name out and
Yeah.
say I'm not talking game. So, just let me know, man. You know.
if we can do it,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah, find out too, man. We gotta come up with a name though.
figure one out.
You think you can get her?
I really do think I can. I mean, I'm gonna have to get her to. What I'm gonna do is like, look, Jen, you made a big sacrifice going on slop for the rest of the summer. What I just learned from Dan is it might be for nothing if we send Dan home. Brittany's the one we have to worry about, and get her to see that I think I can do that.
You know, Mike's watching this shit right now, going nuts.
He is.
All right, I'm gonna open the door, hug you,
Yeah.
and then go pull Daniel.
Yeah. And I'm gonna wait a little bit before I talk to Jen so it's not obvious.
Yeah, I would wait a long ass time, maybe a hot tub.
Yeah, here, you want this too?
Yeah,
You big old. That fucking kid.
it's good. Thanks for listening,
All right,
man.
bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Where's Danielle at? Huh?
What?
Where's Danielle?
In the bathroom.
Danielle? Can I come in here in the bathroom?
I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
Leave me alone, Dan.
Are you dressed?
No.
Go put some clothes on.
Trying to apologize for being bad mouthing me in the DRs and shit like that.
Well, you better apologize for what he did downstairs.
I mean, because he's like, that's kind of game talk, and I don't want to call you out for talking game.
Well, I mean, his entire meeting ain't floating right with anybody in the house.
Why's that?
Well, if he wants to fucking talk, I mean, say If you drop a bomb, you got to back it up.
I told you I'd never do it again. I did. Stay in this moment. I had to do that. You gotta stay mad at me. But here's the thing. Danielle. What's wrong?
You broke my heart.
You think I meant that?
You humiliated me in front of the whole house. I was crying when you were sitting on the couch because I was so worried. Dan, I would have gone home for you.
I don't want you to go over me.
I know.
I want us both to stay in this.
Can you at least give me a forewarning next time?
No, because then you wouldn't cry. Would you have cried if I told you?
Yeah. What did you just say? What did you do?
It's gonna come from Jen. Jen's pissed at me, right?
The whole house is mad at you.
Good.
What did you do?
It may not work, but it's all good.
What'd you do?
I'm trying to game with Paul. It's all gonna depend on her.
What did you do?
I think I just made an alliance for us.
With?
Jen and Rick. What? Jeez. Children. It all depends on what she's gonna do.
Did you know you were gonna break my heart like that?
I didn't think it'd be that bad. I didn't.
You're not really scared. You know what you did. You're dead to me.
But then I said we can be friends out of the cell. I just said in the game you're dead to me. Just in the game, not in real life.
You were one sick person. Damn.
You hate me, but you love me. I mean, there's probably a 50-50 shot. It's gonna depend on if Jen can get past her lover's rage for you. Because she loves you, and she's gotta stand up for you. So, irregardless, if I go, he's gonna take care of you. No matter what. But he's on board. He just needs to get Jen to pull the trigger.
I had an asthma attack. I hyperventilated.
That's strategy gold.
So you use my feelings for strategy.
No, I use your feelings for our strategy to get us to the end. You know who you're signing up with. You got me as your going.
But I didn't think you'd do it to me.
I'm not doing it to you. I'm doing it to preserve you. Look sad. Look sad.
That's easy.
Was that worse? Or
Way worse. 20-fold worse than last time. Like I had a panicked attack.
so did I today? scary.
Yeah, and I tried to touch you and you would flip out.
I know. It felt weird when you touched me. What are people saying? Was Shane back? Okay.
So what did you think about me?
About you. I just said that. I told him that because you got those points in the veto competition that you backstabbed me and that I could never trust you again. And he's like, well, what if we need her? And I said, I can pull her back in, but just know that I'm going to keep you over her any day of the week. We'd have to roll with them for a little bit. But he wants this little piece of dog meat out. But not this week, obviously. You're going to have to talk to him and Jen separately. But I'd wait for him to come to you.
He's like,
Like-
the last three are tougher.
Downstairs.
I thought he might be trying to get
I was
you
like, he
and
wants
fucking Ian to
Frank,
join
and him
teams.
together and peck the rest of us
up
off.
here trying to get you to tell me to use the veto.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking was going to happen. And, I mean, after that display, I mean, no, it was 100% not used before. It's now like 300,000%.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
being
are
used.
you guys okay?
Who,
Like-
me and
I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, I'm saying you and Dickhead.
and Dan. I mean, like,
Well-
obviously, you guys know I've been wanting him out of the house. I mean, he's been trying to get me
Do
out
you
of the
buy
house.
any of this, though?
What?
Well, I'm saying what he's selling, this whole apology bit.
I don't know about the
bringing up
whole-
the Bible and telling you.
I do believe that what he was telling me up here he does. I think he dogged me a little bit sometimes in the DR, or maybe he said some things to people in the house too that he thinks I might see later. And he was trying to tell me that after the competition yesterday, he realizes how bad I want it. I think a lot of people saw that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
And-
that was
and-
mad. Like, we didn't respect you enough. You know what I mean? It's obviously like you're playing here to fucking win.
Yeah, and that's
I mean,
kind of
it's
what he was saying. He's like, look,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
loves the game, so I understand.
yeah.
That.
I mean, he came up to me afterwards and was like, Frank, man, I'd love to see you win this thing. You know, he was just trying to give me respect and was like, look, I know we were at each other back and forth a couple times. He's like, and the whole me, you, and Mike thing. But with all that being said, he's like, your passion for the game is like something that I can't ever, take away from you.
What have I done?
I thought you might have figured it out. No. God, that means the teacher still has a little more information than the student.
Until Joe, I started thinking something. And I went in there to throw up. I just threw up all my dinner. Yeah, I'm that sick.
Why?
Because I care about you.
might have just got us through this week together. And the best part is, let everyone be pissed at me. Let everyone think it's an act. Because guess what I just did? Just showed that there's no way we'd ever work together.
So now we have to hate each other for the rest of the game.
No, we gotta see what happens tomorrow morning. I almost didn't do that, and it might have been an easier sell for Jen, but it's better if I'm gonna go. I'd rather go now than a week from now. You know, I'm trying to get us to the end.
I thought you hated me.
Did you hear what I said after? We can still be friends and hang out.
That's bullshit. After you said you're no Memphis, I beat you because I thought you were similar to Memphis Gears, but you're no Memphis Gears. You're dead to me. You know what you did, and I'm not talking about it. You think that you know me? You think that I would take that lightly?
No, but I'm hoping that you know me well enough that you might have seen through it. Because no one else did. Everyone else is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think he's trying to
Mend
smooth that
fences.
out, mend it up, yeah, so that it won't be awkward till Thursday.
So evidently he came up here just to apologize
Can your little dog around?
and read
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
Trying to kiss Danny. You know that.
yeah,
I just feel bad that she's feeling like that.
yeah.
No, I do too. She was so.
She was
She was
devastated.
like
Devastated.
hyperventilating. Like,
Yeah, devastated.
I feel like an idiot. 'Cause
Yeah.
that, like,
She
I
shed- I
never
shed
thought
tears.
that that's what.
I was freaking
I
tearing
passed
up
out
in
Kleenex.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like a fool and a half. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like a moron.
It's some big ploy, but I mean, the guy really was breaking up down there pretty bad, you know?
Do you think he
bro-
was putting that on? Or
he was breaking up here too. I mean,
I
No,
just
I
was
would-
shocked. I was shocked even when he talked to you, though, Frank, and he was like, "No matter what, you'll always be my nemesis in this game." And I was like, well,
Yeah,
"Okay,
it's like, sweet Jesus. Okay.
all right." Well, I was just like, so, like, that part weirded me out.
yeah,
He said good stuff about me.
he did.
The motherfucker.
Look at Joe getting all
Hey,
ready.
I
Brett.
don't
Said
understand how
pretty
he's,
nice
he's gonna
things about
expect it
me,
not to be
too.
awkward now.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to
And
talk
then
to
that
me.
was a cheap shot at Danielle, what he said to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the finding a good girl
You'll find a
outside
good
of this
girl.
house,
I don't
that's
think
what-
he meant it that way.
You
I
don't.
didn't think that, but
I don't think he meant it that way.
These are just
I mean, they live so
these
far
are,
away, you
These are
know.
the
Right, exactly.
rumblings of the after. This is
Yeah.
the after effect of what just
We're
fucking
starting
went
to
down.
nitpick
You know.
it and stuff like that.
I thought he was going to come here and help you rub one out. Give you a Frank love fest.
No. He just, I guess, you know, he said some things in the DR, maybe to somebody, I don't know if anybody in here, but just, said some things about me that he wanted to apologize for, because he's just like, whether you get to the end or not, you know, you're going to go home and you're going to see that I took some cheap shots at you, and I just don't want you to see that it was in the heat of the moment. And like I was telling him that he saw the way I was in the competition yesterday and how bad I want it and how I do anything. And he's just like, I just have mad respect for you and your game. He's just like, I should have never, doubted you from the beginning.
Right. That's good to hear.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I know you guys are heated at him. He just came up here and was, really nice to me. And I do think he feels bad about the Danielle thing.
What they're talking down
Yeah,
there,
and I think he's going to smooth that over. Hopefully everything will be all right.
Does he know the house he's in, though? You don't drop a bombshell and say, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All of us motherfuckers be talking. We all had a different
We're just
theory.
like, what is going on?
We're still not open up downstairs?
No.
Fuck
So I
the-
said, I go, I don't think there's
I said, they
karaoke
ain't gonna
going
let
on
us.
at freaking
They ain't gonna
9:30.
let us out until this shit blows
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
They want to see
They're
all
like, they're
this
like,
in here.
what?
I'm gonna go ask
We up
them.
late.
I asked earlier and they wouldn't tell me.
Oh, really? Well, I'm
Go to
asking.
your bathroom real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Just having me go. I didn't expect the loss to get that bad, but it's fine with me.
It's because I have been singing your praises when you were told you. I've been fighting for you to stay and not myself.
I know, but I know. I appreciate that, and I'll never forget that. But I also know that everyone in this house wants me gone, and it doesn't matter what you do. There's no way Jen was going to use that me, leave you you up there. Come on. I don't doubt for 1 second that you were trying your hardest.
When did you come up with this?
When you're locked up for 24 hours, you get a lot of time to think. The best thing that ever happened to me outside of a breakdown.
So, you came up with this in confinement, correct? So what was that today?
I was literally broken down.
Why?
I don't know. I came out here and I was seeing lights. I don't have an explanation for it.
I didn't know if that was to go along with all.
No. I wouldn't fake being sick. Not that messed up. What? When I walked in to get you, Jen was like a pit bull.
But they're all watching me. Brittany's watching me, Jen's watching me, Shane's watching me. Because they all know how much I love you. And Shane went around recently and then started lies about this girl. One of y'all need to come clean. She was like, I'm not gonna kill you. She done that because they're trying to get the girls on the block and trying to get me to use the theater on my other person. And he sits here and calls her out for the whole house.
He did what?
And he sits here and calls her out for the whole house for nothing. Yeah. It was bad. It was bad. Ian was like, Danny, I'm so sorry. Danny, I'm so sorry. She was like, I thought he was a good dude. I thought he was a good dude. And Brittany was like, I knew he was gonna cut you. I knew he was gonna cut you. Jen's ready to snap your neck. Brittany's like, you took up for him and da-da-da. He was right, but he was right. And I'm just like, sitting there, and they were like, you have anything bad to say? And I'm crying, and I said, I still love Dan. So then that got them even more riled up, because I still wouldn't say anything bad about you.
We got to get our story straight coming out of here. I'm going to stay in here if people want to talk me up, but take them one-on-one in here. You can't go into a lion's den like that.
I was convinced that you hated me.
That's why I won this game before. Let me ask you this. Honestly, did you really think I was going to lay down in this game before the veto meeting and not take a shot?
No, but I did not know you would do that. That's why I was confused. That's when I started getting really nervous when you said that what you said to Shane as an indirect hit at me. I caught it. I was like, that ass. I was like, does he not see me sitting right here? Or did you say that in a genuine way? Or did you say it as a hit at me?
I was trying to prepare you.
Yeah, I caught that, but it didn't even hit me until you said it, because I was like, and then
stronger than ever.
Did they know you were gonna do that?
Yeah.
You told them beforehand in the DR, didn't you? Yes, you did.
You can't talk about production.
That's why, because I was in there freaking out, being like, what's wrong with me? And they're like, Danielle, everything's gonna be okay. I was like, what's wrong with
You were not allowed to talk about production.
So when we get out of here, what are you gonna say?
Like, Dan's mad, I got the point during the veto.
And then,
I'm gonna be like, Dan thought through the veto.
and then, I apologized. I'm still disappointed with you, and I shouldn't have said that. But I let my emotions take over. You like how I saved you for the end?
It was so sweet.
Save the best for last. You had a better. You saw by season. You had to expect something. You saw replacement nominee roulette. This time was just Dan's funeral. And just for the record, you're way more loyal than Memphis was. He had final 3 deals with everyone, final 2 deals with everyone in the final 4. Your loyalty is, I didn't even compare the 2.
That's why I was so hurt. I was more hurt that you didn't like me anymore. That you thought I had crossed you ever. And then they were like, you're on the Netflix blog because you went to him afterward about me. I said, I know.
Did they call you in or no?
Right.
Not the the next move is how the hell do we calm Jen down to use it? Frank's gonna try and talk to her in the next hour or 2.
What did you say?
I don't know.
You have to convince her that the answer to save you. And then, well, Ian has to go first, doesn't he? Still, right? Yes, right.
He needs to. I think he needs to understand the loss of just that. He's got to know by now. Brittany went up there, I think.
You think Ian would use the veto on you? If Ian used the veto on you, Jen would pull me off.
He would never use a veto on me. Especially he thinks it was real, but I told him about the time I did it with you before, the coaches thing. And I said, if I tell her it's an act, she'll believe me. You gotta understand. I made a final due deal with him and said I would cut you the first chance I get, so you need to know that. But when you go up there, you're gonna have to say, like, Dan told me why he did what he did, and I'm willing to do whatever you need me to do, you know?
You don't say you'll cut me all the time, Frank.
Well, if I don't, we're not gonna be in this game together.
When are you planning on cutting, Frank?
He's never gonna turn on us. He'll take us to the Final Four. We may have to dip him in 5. But I'm not gonna, I mean, Ian will be the next to go. Ian will be the next to go. And I figure if Shane wins, he'll protect us. And we can try to save either Ted or Frank from Shane. But that's way down the road.
So, I'm supposed to go tell Frank that Dan told me he was an act.
Just go there and tell him you know what's going on. And then let him ask you the questions. He may pull you, but you gotta wait a little bit because all this stuff is so fresh. You gotta remember I did this to Memphis too. The difference is you take it way better than he did.
What did he do?
I went to shake his hand after I nominated him and he slapped it away. And then he came up to my HOH and was like, what the F are you doing? 5 to 10 minutes and think, oh my god, I know what he's doing. But at that point,
You've always let it go too long. You always let it go.
that's what I'm trying to get them on that back to them 10 times to believe me one more time.
What did he say? You were up there trying to make a deal.
I didn't go up there trying to make a deal. I went up there. Remember how I said I was going to read them something from the Bible? I didn't. I swore on the Bible. I said everything out of my mouth from this point forward is the truth.
You swore on the Bible.
Man, and I didn't lie to him at all.
Okay, so how is it you swore on the Bible that you would cut me as soon as you could?
Oh, almost 100% true.
No, it's all a lie. You told him you'd have a final two with him.
What?
You told him you'd have a final two.
I do have a final to deal with him because he thinks I don't trust you for good reason because you played that veto point and what, I mean,
Are you sincerely mad that I played the veto point?
no, but I was able to use that to convince everyone in the house that I am, and it worked pretty damn well, don't you think?
So, who do you have a final two with, me or Frank?
You, I'm gonna take you to the end every single time. That's been my whole point because I know with in this game, there's no one I can beat the end. But if I can get the person that I coach to the end, and I want to win and care about, then that's just as good as winning. What are you gonna do with the money? You gotta know that no matter what, I just wish we had no Lance name, but we don't. We never came up with one.
I told you to.
I know, I'm not good with that stuff.
So you're now asking me to turn on Brittany and Shane?
No, you don't have to. You don't. Which is why you're golden. You're covered by everyone in this house. Whether I stay or go, you're covered.
I should have known you would have used my emotions again. I should have known. You won't do it to me a third time. You can't stand it.
If I ever can, I may not have the chance, but at least you know what they're coming.
Yeah, well, they all think that you hate me because of how I was like.
Well, I'm gonna continue to play that up in the public eye. I'll say, I might have taken it too far, but I meant what I said. But I'm still gonna be friends with her. I just would never trust her in this game. But it doesn't matter if I'm going home anyway. Until tomorrow, another Jen uses the veto. But then I would still act like I don't like it. But I would still act like now I get a chance to vote you out.
So we can't even be friends anymore.
Yeah, we can.
How?
And then we can be awkward friends, but it may not matter. Jen is raging right now, and until do you think she probably won't do it.
What is the excuse that he's gonna use?
He's gonna say that I gave him some information that he knows is true, and that it's time for me, you, and us two, and them two to make a final war with you.
But she's gonna be like, why would y'all want to still work with Danielle when he gave up information about because he hates Danielle?
Is that what?
She's gonna be
I'm hoping he doesn't have to explain too much to her, just that she'll use it. That's why I probably should have taken my foot off the gas a little bit when I came at you. But you know I like to overdo things. Maybe if I took the foot off the gas, she wouldn't be as mad. But then maybe you wouldn't have got as upset. I don't know. I always, whenever I do stuff like this, I go overboard.
Did you tell Boogie that you hit reset to save Brian because you knew he was going home?
Yeah,
Why didn't you tell me that?
I did. Remember, I told old Quack back then. I got excited and I told Buggy.
That Brian was going home, Dad. You know that you left that part out because I didn't know you had a final three. Boogie told Brittany.
Yeah, I told you that. I told you I was working with that.
Yeah, after it all came out. Not before.
Because I didn't want you to be nervous anytime they talked about putting a Buggy or Frank. Because you knew for damn well we were golden until he said, well, Boogie wanted to put a break. We could have rode in between the Silent Six and Frank and Mike all day long, and he blew it up. He doesn't say that. We're probably still picking up floaters right now. And then when they won, we were going to knock out Jane and Brittany first. But Ian blew all that up.
So, when I leave here, I'm just going to say you're mad because you thought I threw the competition. And
I'm bad because,
I went after Spawn and prevented you from winning.
yeah. And And then I apologized for being mean. Then we made up, but
You still don't trust me.
yeah. I love how within 10 seconds I have the whole room crying. And 10 seconds after, everyone hates me. Beautiful.
Why do you like that?
Why? Because they're more angry than they have any clue that this is about to go down if it goes down. When people are emotional or enraged, they don't see moves that are being made. I'm not good at a lot in my life, but one thing I can always do in this game is play with people's emotions. I don't know why I can. I don't know why it doesn't bother me, but it doesn't. Because I can separate this from real life. But for everyone in here, this is real life. For me, it's not. I get to come in here and be an assassin karate warrior. And then when I walk out of here, I'm a different person. Danielle Murphy walks in here as a secret nurse with a heart of gold. And when she walks out of here, she's just a nurse with a heart of gold. But you're starting to become a ninja. You would have passed all 10 steps of training if you knew what was happening there. My best move, but I don't have it left in me now, is to be in here crying and ashamed. But I don't think I can pull that off.
Yeah, you can.
I can be in here ashamed. I've done that before. I just need my hoodie. Be like, Danielle's pissed at me.
They're gonna be like, yeah, she's pissed at you.
But it's better than me hot dogging around like I want to be right now. On the outside.
John Bath's gone.
What's it called?
John Bath. He was supposed to do another one, but he didn't.
Everybody all right? Mm-hmm. Just want to make sure.
Thanks, Joe.
The back's open.
Thanks, Joe.
He hates you. He was checking on
What did he say?
you. He hates you.
Oh my God. What would I say to you?
He told me that it wasn't him who told them that me and Mike said Brittany. It was Ian. Joe came in here the other day and told me that during that Over the Rainbow competition that Ian and Dan got into a scuffle.
Yeah, because he said something about how right you wow. Yeah, yes.
And Dan said,
And we were like,
yeah.
and when that shit went downstairs, I said, this has, it's like, of course he was there. I said, this has something to do with it.
Well, would you use a Vita one day and tomorrow if I asked you to?
Oh my God.
Me, you, Dan, and Danielle working together.
What do we do with Danielle?
Huh?
I don't know. Who are you going to put up against Danielle?
Brittany. Here's the thing, is if we take her out, if we don't take her out, Shane, Ian, and Brittany will work together, okay? And even if we just go along with the plan as set, Dan will go home. Those four will work together against us three, and we'll be outnumbered.
Frank.
I don't want you picking Slop to be for nothing. And it might be.
The slot wasn't for nothing.
It might be though if we.
Danielle in on this.
Well, the reason Dan actually was mad at Danielle because he talked to Danielle before the comp and said, look, I know this sounds a little crazy, but if I have a chance to win this, you need to throw it to me. Because if it's you and somebody else, you will get the votes and stay. But if I'm still up there, which is true, that's absolutely true. We knew that. If Danielle's up there, she'll stay. But if it's Dan, she won't. I mean, he won't. And so when she answered that question, it hit him. like he said that I was alone, and he said, Frank, I realized that when Danielle answered that question that I was alone, that I let Brittany and Danielle get too close. But he thinks that if we get Brittany out, she won't be with her. You two are close. Us two are close. And then us four. Now, Dan and I might we're trying to figure out if there's a way to keep it quiet that me and him are working together. It might not be. Because obviously if Shane wins, yeah, I agree. But that's the thing is if we have to do that, we have to do that. We also think, because he's been telling me that ever since we thought we had a group of 6 with him, but what Dan told me was the day before we did that, there was a group of 5, and it was them 4 and Ian, and he's been working with them ever since. He's been giving them information ever since.
Is it everything about him, Boogie?
Everything. Do you remember whenever he was telling Mike goodbye at the door, he was trying to tell him he's sorry, but then he got an attitude and he said, get to stepping. Mike said that to a guy on his season.
I remember that. My biggest thing was that Vito coming to so, it puts me in a lot of trouble if you do that.
Well, here's the deal. You and Dan are gonna vote Brittany out. All we have to do is worry about Joe's vote. And I think we can we're not gonna tell him much information. We're just gonna do this, and then when the time comes, I'm gonna explain to him that this has to be done because Brittany and Ian and Shane are too close. And she's kind of close with Danielle.
Does Brittany and Shane know that Ian's doing this?
Yes. See, that's the thing is they're in on it. Brittany's the main culprit here. She's covered by all angles. See, that's the thing. Now, why do you think Brittany and Shane ran up here real fast? Because they're thinking that me and Dan are talking. This is the first conversation Dan and I had like this. He came up here the other day and he said, look, Frank, I know you're going to take a shot at me if you swing and miss. All I'm saying is maybe I won't come after you next week. And I was like, all right, I thought about that. But he came up here and he said, Frank, at first he said, I'm not saying this because I want you to use it on me. I'm telling you this.
Why didn't you talk to me about it?
Huh?
Why didn't Dan talk to me about it?
He just wanted to wait because he wanted to wait and see. Obviously, he knew that if I still wanted him out, that probably wouldn't happen. Because the way he initiated with me is that he was not trying to do anything. He wanted to let me know. He said, Frank, I really do respect you as a game player. And he said, I want to give you this information so that you'll know what you're dealing with.
It's just gonna put such a big target on me. It's been happening.
The thing is what's great about this is he already knows, Dan already knows, that Shane doesn't trust Ian. Ever since they started this little group of 5, supposedly, Shane's been like, I don't trust him, he's got to be the first to go. So, even if Shane wins the HOH next week, he's not going to have Brittany here telling him what to do. So we get him to put up Joe and Ian and we send Ian home.
So Danielle stays.
Danielle stays.
I need Danielle to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me, you, Dan, and him, that's what we talked about. We're like, if we can get this done, us 4 can work together. We get Ian gone. Hopefully, we'll get Shane to do it for us. And then it'll be you 3 and Joe competing in the next HOH. And then hopefully we can get Shane out. And then it'll be us 4 and Joe.
So Ian was the rat the whole time.
Ian was the rat the whole time. We gotta do this for Mike. I mean,
I know you want to do it for Mike, but I just didn't know that same relationship.
well, I know, but I'm joking when I say that a little bit. We need to do it for us going forward. Because the thing is while I was thinking that if Brittany or Shane won next week, we would be safe. We might not be safe.
I know.
Because here's the thing. If they win HOH and Brittany's here to tell him what to do, either it's going to be me and Joe up, or they're going to pretend to to keep me safe, and they'll put you and Joe up. And then if I win POV, they're gonna vote you out because they know that they need to get as many people away from me that could save me if possible. Do you see what I'm saying?
It sucks. I just wanted to try to keep us girls around.
I agree, but the way I'm looking at it is we're still gonna have you and Danielle.
I mean, yeah, and that's real good.
Yeah, but the thing is Brittany is dangerous because right now she has Ian and Shane like this. She also has Danielle pretty fucking close to her.
Can I ask you, what did Danielle do so horrible? Does he think she threw the POV?
No, he thinks that she didn't throw the POV because she answered that question, which would have been points he could have got. But I told him, I was like, Dan, it's very possible that Brittany didn't get into her ear, that she just got caught up and answered a question.
Caught up and answered a question.
So he's down there right now telling her, look, what I did was wrong. He's like, but also I did it because it might save us. And so right now he's gonna patch that up and make sure.
He's got a lot of patching to do.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit.
Yeah.
She's so sensitive.
He's kind of kicking himself for making that move, but he didn't think I would be open to it. So
You're open to it, Frank. I just need your word.
look, you got whatever you need from me. Because the thing is I was thinking we were okay, but until Dan started telling me this, and the thing was,
He's gonna go around saying whatever you and I talk about. He said something.
Exactly.
It's the same shit.
just like how Brittany went right down there and told him that me and
And
you.
then he came up here on last
Exactly. You and Joe came up here, but Ian was right with him because Ian's worried that Dan's gonna tell me something.
I told you he's been acting. Intuitively, I mean, I had no proof, but I have intuition like a motherfucker. Okay, let's just check out. I'm gonna wake up really early tomorrow. I wake up really early in the morning or whatever anyway. I'm gonna come up here.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do stuff like that, but I just need to know Danielle knows.
Yeah. Yeah. I told her, I told Dan, what we're gonna probably have to do is get them on the same page, and either they're gonna have to talk to each other solo, or one of us is gonna have to talk with them.
Just send one to the other. And then I'll talk to her.
And then tomorrow, after it's all happened, I'll talk to Joe and be like, look, Brittany needs to go. And you stay.
You're putting a lot of trust.
I know, Jen's not voting you out. I'm not voting you out. You gotta get your flirt pants on. There's no way Shane's gonna keep Brittany over you.
He now feels like he has to protect me.
He does. We just gotta think of the endurance HOH. I mean, you could not put Frank on.
But Ian,
See, I don't even have to tell you anything. You already know everything now.
all right.
I think that's Frank. You're 23. I might have just taken 1 year off your life.
Yeah.
You got a lot of life left to live, though.
What would Chelsea be thinking right now?
You guys all right?
Yeah. Gotta go to the bathroom.
The house hates me. I hate you.
You wanna talk to her?
Yeah. What did he tell you?
That it's an act.
How do you feel about it?
Good. He's pulled something like this on me before.
about going forward?
I'm down. Me, you, him, and Jen. I told you I had nothing against you.
I know you
Before.
didn't.
I'm so down. What do you think?
It's gonna get done.
You think Jen will do it?
I already know she will.
Really?
She wants to talk to you eventually just to make sure you know. She doesn't want you to take it wrong because she's using it on him.
How did you convince her to use it on Dan?
Because I told her what Dan told me about Ian.
Yeah. That house hates him.
That's all right. But anyway.
So who's he gonna be?
Hmm?
Who is he gonna be on the block?
Who am I gonna put on the block?
Against me. You still want me here?
Absolutely.
So I've got Jen, Dan.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You can pop with us if you want. I was just making sure she was all right too.
Are you good? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
This isn't good news for you, but it's good news for me. There's no more chum baths.
Oh yeah.
They took it.
They took it away.
Probably because I was hysterical.
Maybe.
Oh no, it was bad.
Did you work it out?
I mean, kind of. He apologized. He said he went way too far, but I mean, whatever. It's not really the same at all.
Jen probably wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Just make sure you're okay. I mean, she didn't tell me that, but I know she's been worried about you.
Okay.
She's up there listening to the CD if you want to go up and talk to her.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She's up there right now.
Yeah, she's just getting her biggie in.
Thanks, love.
Yeah. Okay.
Pause for it.
What the fuck is going on? No one followed you up here, right?
No. Go ahead and tell me. Just go ahead and say it.
Why don't you talk to me?
Pulling Dan's ass off the block.
You ready to do this?
Yeah. Oh. Is this shit really going on right now?
Shit's really going on right now.
What'd they tell you to convince you to take Dan? What did he tell you?
Yeah.
No, what did he tell you?
He brought this Bible up here to swear that it was the truth. Which I already
About
knew
Ian?
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
In which, I didn't, you know, you were good with me, so I played very surprised.
I hadn't lied to you once.
I know that. That's why I had to play it up downstairs.
I know. Wait, downstairs. Oh, you knew already?
No.
Oh.
But I had a feeling that he was going to do something like that. It upset me to see you so upset.
Yeah, because I thought he was genuinely, like, mad at me.
I mean, it's I'm gonna be in deep shit doing this.
Against who?
Brittany, Shane, Joe. Yeah, I mean, these people are gonna come after me for doing it.
They can't. They're not gonna get you. You know I've always got you.
I know. Well, I didn't take that slap for nothing.
Oh my gosh,
knew
you're
it.
getting on my level of badass. Oh my, you're getting on my level. Get on my level, ho. Oh my gosh. I'm just nervous being on the block still, but that is a smarter move.
It's a smarter move. Because I think just heat will be on me, and then, I mean,
The heat won't be on you because they'll think that Frank made you do it.
I'm just, throws one of my plans out of whack, but it works. Does Brittany know that Ian's been feeding all along? Okay. Figured as much. 'Cause she seemed very nervous I was staying up here.
Yeah.
And I was just making light of us. Oh, I'm just gonna, use the bathroom, whatever. And
Yeah. That's why, if I tell you something, that's why Frank and Boogie got on the block. It was because of what Ian told Brittany.
yeah.
Ian goes and tells everybody everything about Frank and Boogie.
And then he was just up here being so cocky.
Ian?
Yes.
What'd he do?
He was just like joking around, and he was saying that he had been on like some teenage Jeopardy or whatever, and then he was like, "Oh, that's not true," but all of you ate out of my hands, ha ha ha. And I was just looking at, just looking at it like, when Dan did, like, that was pretty brutal of Dan to do. You know what I mean? I was just like. Then I was like, first lesbian he met, and he was prejudiced against me because I was tattoos. I wanted to get tell him to eat shit. But I wasn't buying anything he was selling, and he knew that. He knew that at the fucking dinner table, that I wasn't fucking. I knew he was onto something. I just don't want him to throw me under the fucking bus either. But
Oh, he's apologized up and down in the arcade room. Up and down, Danielle, I had to, like, I was like, this is another one of your fucking acts? Mm-hmm. He's like, I love you. And I was like, don't fucking touch me, Dan. Like, don't touch me. For a good 10 minutes, he was crying because my feelings were hurt so bad. Like, genuinely crying. He's like, I had to do it. But he was like, I really was mad, that you didn't throw, I was mad that you got that. I almost had it. It's like, well, I mean, it's not great between us, but.
well, I need to know like how it'll be if I do take him off and not you instead.
No, I'll stay here. If you take Dan off, I'm still staying. Shane will vote me. As long as you promise not to vote me out.
I promise not to vote you out.
Then I've got you, Dan, and Shane. I haven't even talked to Shane, but I know.
He's not voting you out because Brittany made that very clear to me around 5-6 times.
What'd she say?
She was up here before because I was getting, like, I talked to you, and I see Ian in the room just hamming it up with Dan, and I'm like, he's gonna use the veto on Dan. I'm like, oh my God. And I was concerned about protecting you. And I was like, well, if I take her off, it's gonna fucking, all hell's gonna break loose.
And then what?
I was trying to protect us girls. That was very sincere when I was down there.
I know. But.
I mean, if you're not, like...
I'm 100% down.
Oh my God.
And And I'm not going home. But what did Brittany say about Shane voting her out? What did she say?
No, she said that you 100. I was like, well, Danielle's not going anywhere, right? And she was like, oh my God. She goes, I know, because I hadn't talked to her yet, only because he came out of that room so weird, and the dynamic was just weird in the house. I thought we were going to have a better, nicer day, so to speak. And I just figured, oh, we'll go outside and chat then and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And she said to me like 5 or 6 times, I was like, well, Danielle's staying. I was like, Danielle's staying, right? She was like, oh my God, Danielle's here, Danielle's staying. Danielle, no problem.
But how do you know Shane would keep me over Brittany?
I don't know that. I don't know them well enough to know that.
I do.
And Shane would keep you here instead of Brittany. Dan pulled a fucking rabbit out of his ass. Oh my God.
But if this goes down, I can't to guarantee Shane's vote. They're all going to think that you, Frank, and Dan have something. Then Shane will come to me and be like, what? And then you can be like, you'll still be fine, because then we'll pull you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, I left Danielle on the block because I knew she'd be safe. But I have to act like I didn't know anything about this. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know.
But either way, you're still covered. Me and you will still make it to the final 2 if you do this. You know that, right? Because the only other person left is Shane. He can't take. He will be gunning for the 2 of them, not us, ever. If not, me and you are next on the totem pole, Jen. You know that, right?
I know. So Shane knows what's going on too with Ian.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you okay?
Hey,
Hey,
what are y'all doing?
Nothing.
just bugged out a little bit.
Is this your seat?
No, you can sit there.
Sit there, snowflake. Did you listen to hear any Biggie?
Not yet. Eagle Eye's patrolling the premises.
Is he?
Yeah, he's freaking out about who's in rooms.
Save it.
Oh my God.
Shane's in the hot tub, Ian's in the hammock.
But Dan's still like mad at me, and it's what I thought it was.
What?
The veto.
What about it?
That I went for spots. I knew it. I said it after the veto competition.
He's mad at you that you went for spots.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why else?
Because he takes that as a personal insult that you wanted him out?
Or that I didn't give it to one of y'all.
But he went for 2 things, Danielle.
I know. That was his excuse why he's mad at me. Why he feels betrayed by me.
He went for 2 things before you went for spots.
I know.
So he wanted only him to be able to win the veto? So he wanted you to throw the veto to him when you're on the block.
Jen. I know she's very upset too, just because of how it affected Danny.
Yeah.
So he was pretty sincere with you upstairs?
Yeah, he was very sincere.
That's good to know. That's honestly good to know.
Yeah, what I was telling Joe and Ian before you came in was like, you know, I'd called, you know, kind of called Dan out last Saturday after I'd won POV, and it was like, you know, I think you made that move. I was like, game talk. I was like, don't you think he made that move a little prematurely?
Yeah,
and he was
I remember.
like,
Yeah.
He was like, you know, he's like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. And I was like, well, I'm going to be in jury for sure. You know, if I don't make it to the end, I'm thinking you're going to have trouble getting the votes.
Yeah.
And he said, likewise. And so what he was telling me up there, he brought that conversation up, and he was like, look, I'm not going to campaign against you. He's like, and in fact, if you get to the end, I'd probably vote for you. He's like, I really do respect your game, Frank, and, you know, I hold nothing against you.
That's good. That's really good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows a good player and a respectable player when he sees one.
Absolutely.
And for you to take all those punishments,
Yeah.
I mean, and then not walk away with anything. I mean, he knows. He knows how bad you tried to get here.
Yeah.
To be on it. I'm not gonna be a little girl now and not can't get in.
Yeah.
Okay, my feet were already adjusted now. My legs hurt. Okay. Better than last night.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well,
It's so cold. No, it's amazing. I just had to cool it off because I couldn't get in. I was being a little girl.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot if you try to dip everything in.
Oh, that's fine. Oh.
Get your suit on. Of course, no freaking libations.
No, not tonight, huh?
No, Joe just checked like 15 minutes ago.
I'm going to check again.
I don't understand. I mean, when we first got here, it was like every other night, wasn't it?
They've been shiesty on us lately with
Yeah.
They're
that.
killing us, dude.
Killing us. It's not like we've been bad or anything.
We ain't done nothing.
Nothing, really. We're giving them
Jerking
entertainment.
us around.
You can come in here. I hope it doesn't smell.
Jen's coming back up here, but you can't tell Jen that you can't act to Jen like Shane or I were going to use the veto.
I wasn't. She doesn't know anything.
I know, but you said that he was mad at you because he wanted you to throw it to me.
To throw it to him.
No, you said to me or Shane.
No, I meant he was mad that y'all got it and then I got it too. That we were beating him.
Oh, well, that's not what it sounded like.
I'll make it clear.
Oh, okay, because I don't want her to think that Shane or I were going to use the veto because she's super tight with Frank, you know?
No.
You need to make it clear that, like, he was mad because you didn't throw it to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was mad because he felt like we were all ganging up on him.
Okay.
Brittany's on the case.
I know.
Detective Snowflake is gonna be up my butt.
I know.
It's fine.
Well, and we might, the way we might play it is we might have to just play it as, hey, I was worried about Brittany getting too close to Ian and Shane, and I thought it was best to get her out. And then I think I could, you know, like, we might have to play it to where it's not open that Dan and I are working together. That, like, me and you made this decision because you, like, you know, we trust Danielle, but we don't like Dan. It's something kind of like that.
I know, but it's so weird. Why would I pull him off? You know,
I know. Well, because we wouldn't, because if it was Dan and Brittany, we might not be able to get the votes.
I know that, but it's gonna be really obvious.
I know, I agree too. It's just gonna be hard for us all to have to find a place to talk right now because everybody's on red alert. But this is gonna be good.
You got your homies back?
Yeah.
Alright. Don't sail me down the river.
I ain't going to, Jen. You ain't gotta worry about that.
Okay.
We're gonna be golden.
I don't want to be used for this and then, like,
No.
get tossed down.
No, I'm telling you, this is us four. Final four. That's what we're working on. We might take Joe to the 5th spot. Just because he's easy to beat in those comps. We'll get rid of, hopefully, we'll get rid of Ian next. Even if Shane wins, Dan thinks we can get him to put up Joe I'm gonna go get my bathing suit.
For the last question.
Both.
Like, what did he say to you
He
exactly?
was like, I feel betrayed.
Why?
You were supposed to throw that Danielle and you didn't.
Did you say neither did you?
Yeah. I was like, he was like, but you would have, you know, that you probably would have been safe no matter any situation. And I almost had spots. And then you said you were throwing it, and then you went after it. And then you could have gotten the last one. I saw it on your face and you didn't. We gotta quit talking about it.
Come in. Come into your own room.
No, but I wouldn't go in there.
Why?
Because my stomach's upset.
I was about to change into my bathing suit. Somebody go spray some spray.
I did.
It can't be that bad.
All right. Just warning you.
I'll trust you.
Are you getting in the hot tub?
I think so. Everybody else
Is it cold outside?
Yes.
It feels nice though. I mean, it's not. It's like I don't think it's as cold as last night, but it feels pretty good. Of course, I'm insulated up with this damn carrot costume.
Yeah.
Is the hot tub hot or just warm?
They said it was so hot they had to put the hose in it.
What?
Yeah.
They said outside that it wasn't hot.
I was almost thinking that me and Sir Khan had the same shirt on right now.
Oh,
It's
you
not-
do?
You do.
It's similar. Oh, my freaking head looks huge and my hair's that short.
No, I just think it looks like a whole different person.
It kind of does.
Like, your long hair is just such a part of your personality.
Exactly. That's why I can't cut it off. It's who I am, yo. It's who
Your
I-
long,
Oh!
your long hair and your toms, like, make you.
I never wear my Toms hardly.
Yes, you do. You wear them all the
That's
time.
like, I feel like toms are your feet.
I'm very seldom.
Like, I feel like those are shoes and you gotta take them off.
I'm barefooted all the time.
Take those off.
Pull up the tape and you'll see how much I
When
don't
you
wear
have your
shoes.
toms on, I feel like you're barefoot.
You're so retarded.
Did you feed those fish tonight?
I did feed them.
Okay.
And if y'all do feed them, I'm sticking to the schedule now. Sunday p.m., 8:26.
Gotcha.
No willy-nilly shit on me just grabbing a bag.
Okay, fine.
Accountability is the way I run this house. Or at least this
Gotcha.
room.
Are you feeling better at all?
I mean, kind of. Not really.
Did he say nice things to you too? Like, it's okay, we can be friends?
Like, we can be friends, but I mean, you know, like, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you know, just like, I'm so sorry, I was that mean, I went overboard, I shouldn't have done it in front of the whole house. Just felt betrayed.
And what did you say? You said I betrayed you by...
Yeah, that's what took so long, and he was like, I get what you're saying, but, I mean...
It's so ridiculous that he says that you should have thrown the veto to him.
Because he said, you know, in almost every circle, every which way, you would have probably been okay.
Probably? So what? Probably? You probably would have been okay. You gave up your life to come here. You quit your job. You have very serious issues that you could be tending to right now in your personal life, and you're not to be here
And nobody
to
else
play a
knows that,
game
yeah.
to win $500,000. And he wanted you to lose it all for him because you would probably be okay. Do you realize how selfish that is?
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't smell in there at all.
Good, great. It smells like oranges, right?
It really does. Did I tell y'all that last night whenever I was in the hot tub, you know, they were like, I guess it was JP, Jessica Parker, piped in and she was like, Frank, it's obvious that you're using the hot tub to not wear the carrot costume. I was like, well, it's not that. It's just that, you know, I'm,
Cold from the
I
shower.
hear this anyway. Yeah, I was like, it's cold. I don't want to have to go upstairs and get in the shower and then get in bed and get back up while I'm doing this chung. And she's like, well, you at least have to wear the hat in the hot tub. So now I have to wear the hat in the hot tub.
Shut
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're getting ridiculous with that carrot outfit.
We're not allowed to talk about production.
What'd you say?
I said, they're getting ridiculous with that carrot outfit.
Man, they're all up on your boy. Fucking do this. I'm not.
Enjoy your hot tub.
I've already got my sheets, yo.
Did you hear that Dan came up here and told Frank he would vote for him if he's in the final too?
No.
He did.
Who said that?
Frank.
What did Frank say?
That Dan came up here and was just being really nice to him and basically said how much he respects him and how much he applauds the way that he has played this game and how no matter what, don't worry, he's not going to taint the jury against Frank. In fact, if Frank makes it to the final two, he'll probably have Dan's vote because of how much he's had to overcome to get to where he is.
I don't want to start crying again.
Don't. Why would that make you cry?
So he just turns his back on me because I got spots?
You got one question worth 6 points. He had 13 points.
Why didn't he get a ticket? I didn't go for it so he could have gotten it.
I don't understand how he feels betrayed because you didn't hand him the veto. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that he wasn't going to throw that veto, Danielle. I knew it. He told you to throw it to him, didn't he?
No, he told me to throw it to you or Shane, but I guess he meant throw it to him. That's why he's mad.
He told you to throw it to us so that he could beat us. And he tried to. He tried to beat us. He very nearly did.
I'm the one that feels betrayed.
What's sad is that I freaking tried to go for a ticket and would have spent my entire summer on slop to save him when he had anything but my best interest in mind. He wanted to win the veto so that I would go up and he could campaign against me to send me out the door.
I know.
Awesome. Great teammate. You just have to be really careful what you say about around Jen.
Yeah, I'll tell her. She knows that I wasn't trying to throw. I wanted to get myself off, and she knows that. I told her earlier that Dan's probably mad at me because.
Well, you specifically said, I said, so he's mad you didn't throw it to him, and you said, or you or Shane.
I meant he's mad at you and Shane. Because nobody let him get it.
Is he really mad at us?
No,
Okay.
he's mad at me. He feels so betrayed by me. That's why he was like, that's why I was throwing the paint on you so hard in spots. He was like, I felt so betrayed.
Because you didn't let him have the veto, because you probably would have been okay. Like this, I can't wrap my mind around it right now. In other words, Danielle, throw your game away and throw away everything that you came here for and throw everything away because you probably would have been okay. I probably could have got you out of this spot. I probably could have sent either Brittany or Shane, who are loyal to you in this game, home. And took away their shot at $500,000 because I deserve it so much more.
Yeah.
What a self-righteous douchebag.
You know, my head hurts so bad. Like, my whole world just got flipped upside down.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, you just humiliated me in front of the entire house. And you act like I did this awful crime because I went after spots. Because I got spots in the veto.
A 6-point question. He had 13 points when you won that 6. You're a bad person, Danielle. You didn't give the veto to your teammate who's on the block against you.
I want to try to use it. Well, it's not even against me. You know, Brittany could have gotten that too. I was like, I waited for forever for somebody to get it.
Yeah, it was done being drawn. I really did my best in that competition, Danielle. I hope you don't think that I didn't.
I never thought No, I know you did. I could tell by the way you cried after ticket. I knew you did. That's not the question. It's the fact that I'm the bad guy. I didn't let you or Shane or even Dan get it. I'm the bad person because I was being selfish.
It's unbelievable.
I took 6 points away from one of y'all who could have just won it.
It's unbelievable.
I told you after Vito he was mad at me about it. I told you. I knew he was. He wouldn't even look at me. And I could tell by the way he was throwing paint at me.
I knew he was throwing paint at you, mean, but I just thought, oh, typical Dan. And you kept telling me he was mad at you, and I kept thinking you were just reading into things. I was like, ah, she's just reading into it. I thought Jen was coming back up here.
I don't know.
She acted like she was, but
I
maybe.
can tell. I know Dan like the back of my hand. I knew he was pissed. I could tell by how hard the paint was
I
hitting
know,
me.
but I didn't believe you. I was like, oh, Danielle's just reading into it. Like, if I would have thought he was mad at you, I would have been upset with you. But I honestly was like thinking that we're having a great time.
No.
Does he, at this current point, understand your position at all? Like, did he come around?
Kind of, but he's still like, you know, or he was like, or you could have taken the 25 days of slop and gotten off the. So now I'm getting screwed because I got spots on the fucking veto.
You're not getting screwed. He's just like scared everyone in this house. Now everyone is way more afraid of him than they ever were. They don't trust him. They don't trust his motives.
What they say. What
They think that he's trying to cut a deal with Frank because he came up here for so long. Like, nobody trusts him now. Like, he's not even going to get one vote. It's going to be a 5-0 vote. Not a person will vote for him now. Because every single person downstairs was crapping their pants that Dan was up here spilling his guts. Especially Joe. Joe's like, oh my God, he's going to rat out the headhunters. And I'm like, I forgot I was in an alliance with you.
Yeah.
And I certainly forgot we had a name.
I have no idea what they even talked about.
Well, he told Frank he was voting for him in the final two.
Awesome.
So then Ian's also scared that because Joe keeps bringing up that Dan said, I'll rat you out in a second. Joe keeps bringing that up. And then I don't know. Everybody's like thinking that Dan has some sort of shiesty ulterior motive right now. And I'm just crapping my pants that Jen is going to use that effing veto.
On who?
You.
She had no way, shape, or form said she was using it.
Okay.
She said she's not using it on me. She swore up and down she's not using it on me.
She did? When? Just now?
Yeah. She said, I will not use the veto on you.
Why did she say that?
Because I said, everything's still staying the same, right? I said, you're still voting to keep me. She said, yes. She said, if I thought you were in any danger, I would use the veto on you, but I'm not. She's like, everybody wants Dan gone. Oh my gosh, I need a Sprite. I've cried.
I think the only reason she would use it on you is if you asked her to.
I haven't asked her to, Brittany, and I'm not going to.
I know. You know me, just freaking out because I know that means I would go up on the block and Dan effing Giesling would flip this whole house on me.
There's no way. He just pissed everybody off. Let's just go. My heart's just broken. I just really just want to wash my face and go to bed.
He's gonna regret it.
Please go to the dining
He's really gonna regret it. He's gonna look back and see how he acted and be embarrassed, just like he said he was gonna be embarrassed how he acted during that Pandora's Box game.
Like, he's just completely changing on me, you know?
Don't cry. It's so dumb and not worth it. It's exactly what I told you in Skid Row. He wanted someone that would be more loyal to him than he would be to them. He wanted you to fall on your sword for him, Danielle, and potentially send yourself home for him to win a $500,000 check. And sorry, but you're just not that stupid.
Yeah.
He may have overestimated how emotionally you play this game. You didn't leave your family and your life.
Well, and nobody knows about my tomb like this. Nobody knows except, like, I don't want, I don't want to be like, oh, so, no, like, he doesn't even know as much as you do.
I know. He wanted you. You would have
med
probably been okay. You would have probably been okay.
I left nursing school technically, because it's not. But anyways, like, I went back. Like, you have to get it reaccepted. It's not just some class you can enroll in. I've got to reapply in October to start again in May. No, June. Start again in June. I just took a whole year out of my life when I would have been graduated in May. Does that make sense for this?
Yeah.
For this. Not to go to the jury, only to get $8,000.
It's kind of funny. Like, he really thought that that's what you were going to do. He told you to throw it,
And he's just
and then
mad
when
that the
he
whole house-
obviously didn't throw it, he's pissed off that you didn't either.
Because I'm a safer option to stay on the block, not him.
Danielle, you can't even
That's
take
why
that seriously.
That's why I guessed spots, because when you looked at me the way you did and he was guessing all this stuff, that's why I was like...
I looked at you as soon as he took the first one. I looked at you because he knew I was trying to buzz in for it. I was trying to buzz in for it before the picture started again. So if he would have just sat there and chilled the F out, I didn't have any points. If he would have just sat there and been quiet, he knew I was going to buzz in for it. I was loudly buzzing. And what did he do? Waited on the picture to start and buzzed in for it and took the 6 points from me. He didn't want me to win that veto. Don't be fooled.
I'm not now. I'm not at all.
And that's why I looked right over to you and I went.
That's why I saw you. Did you see my scared face? Like, I was like, oh my gosh, Brittany was right. Brittany is right.
I knew it. As soon as Frank said hungry, I was like, hunger. I started like pounding it. And he knew I was pounding on it. He knew that I knew what it was. And he waited on the picture to start and beat me to the punch. He knew I was trying for it. Disgusting. Let's go get some Sprite. I thought Jen was coming back up here. I just feel bad for you. I feel like an idiot too, though.
I'm just so, like, hit by this, like...
It's fine, Danielle. He's gonna, like, be nicey for the rest of the time he's here. Just let it go.
You're 2 and 3, son.
Oh man, I'm slacking. I hate it. Started off so strong.
Well, I started off so slaw.
I gotta make this drink.
Second HOH.
Well,
Making up for it.
Okay. I'll be right back. I'm on my way.
oh, was that decaf?
Yeah, I asked her to make decaf, so yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, very nice.
Nice. I want some of that too.
Well, then get up on it. Whoa.
I ate too many
If you do,
freaking
would you
M&Ms.
just grab me a little bit of them?
Yeah, just a little cup of black.
Yeah, a cup of black could be good too.
Cup of black. The shirt is black, not.
Bullet.
USS over A. What's Nana doing? She sleeping by now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got work tomorrow.
Oh.
She got up early for church this morning.
Yep. Me and my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, she's in bed. Mom's probably up watching Showtime After Dark. What's up, Mom? Love you. Wish I had a stogie.
Oh man, I was pissed when I found out cigars were not allowed. I wonder why that's the case.
What?
Why are cigars not allowed but cigarettes allowed?
Who knows?
You know how I love those gas station cheapies?
We were just talking about the Jolly Green Giant the other day, right? And now I'm freaking scared.
Yeah, I went upstairs. I left my shaker up there.
You left your flip-flops, too.
Oh, thank you
in
so
case
much.
you're looking for them.
See, look at me, man. I don't know.
That's a little too full.
Passenger side, Jen.
Appreciate it.
Do you sleep on the left or right side of your bed at home?
That's a personal question, Brittany. I appreciate you staying on
The right side, it's the driver's side. That's where I sleep.
On the what side?
The driver's side.
Please put on your microphone.
The right side is not the driver's side. The
I
left
don't mean
side
the
is
literal driver's side like a car. I just mean it's like the driver's side of a bed.
I disagree. I sleep on the left side.
You do?
Yeah.
No way. The right side's the driver's side of a bed.
No, the left side.
What's
is.
the driver's side of the bed? The right or the left?
Driver's side of the bed is the right.
Exactly.
It's the left.
No, it's the
When you
right.
get in a car, you get it on the left when
It's
you're driving.
it's not like driving a car. It's driving a bed.
Well, then I guess I'm driving with the ghost driver because I'm the only one in the bed.
Shane. Side of the bed.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
I didn't even heard of this term number one.
Yeah.
It's the driver's side, right?
Well, if you're laying down, it's to.
You're on the right side.
Yes, correct,
Who
right.
sleeps in the HOH bed on the left side? Nobody. You
Nobody.
sleep on the right side. It's the driver's side.
No, you sit on the one, sleep on the one closest to the CD player.
Which is the right.
That's
It's
the
the
left.
driver's side.
That's the left.
No, as you're
we're talking
yeah,
about
you're
when
talking
you're
as you're
laying
looking
in
at
bed.
it. Yes, it is the left. But if you're laying in the bed, it's the right.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so we're on the same page.
Same page, just absolutely.
That's the driver's side.
And that's where most of the
Yeah,
guys.
I slept on the right side on in
That's where
sequester
I
as well.
sleep, Shane.
You do not.
At home, yes, I do.
You sleep on the right side.
I sleep in the
Ryan,
driver's side.
you have some issues that you need to take care of.
Wait, no. Knitting 1, I slept on the right. But knitting 2, I slept on the
I
left.
always sleep on the right.
I sleep in
Even
the
when I have
driver's
a-
seat.
See, I'm thinking
Friend
about. I'm
over.
thinking of looking at the bed from the foot of the bed.
Yeah,
east,
Oh,
left,
sorry,
and
no,
right.
it's like
yeah.
where
Yeah.
you sit in it. On the right side, I sleep in the driver's side. I always
Well, it
have,
depends. I
always
mean,
will.
if you're laying on your stomach, that's the left side. I don't sleep on my back, so it's not
sleep
really
on
the
my
right
back.
to me.
That's
when,
true.
when you're in bed with someone, which side do you sleep on?
The side that closest to the CD player.
The driver's side.
I never thought of the
I've
driver's
never
side.
had it
Share a
referred to as
bed
driver's
with
side.
anybody in this house, HOH?
HOH?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Will.
Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley.
Will.
And you slept on the driver's side.
Yeah, Will slept with me one night. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You
Yeah.
don't?
Because he was
Okay.
sleeping on the microphone or something like that, or the headphone. I was like, hey, you want to come sleep upstairs tonight? So you're more than welcome.
Oh,
The driver's
is that
side.
week 2? Cop 1?
Yeah. I think
Agreed,
so.
Shane?
What's up?
It's the driver's side.
It is.
Thank you.
Touche. I don't let anyone sit on the driver's side. 'Cause that's where I
I
have my fan right near the driver's side. So
I
if
sleep
anyone
on
tries
the
to take
driver's
Me
it-
too.
That's,
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that's killing me about this house is not having a fan.
Oh, me too. I
Or
gotta have
anything
the
like
fan.
noise to like go to bed with.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's totally the driver's seat.
it is.
That's where I sleep.
And that's where the
driver's
first
seat
person
right there?
usually makes the first move. You got to be in the driver's seat to make the first move.
that's
I'm
the
always
thing
in the
is-
driver's seat.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that.
I sleep in the driver's seat every
I know
night.
that, but I'm just
Well,
That's
see, that-
my
making a
seat.
move.
It probably depends if you're left-handed or
Whatever it
right-handed.
depends,
'Cause if
Joe.
you're right-handed, you're gonna be like, want to do this, like.
Let me get in that
If you're
spot if you don't
left-handed,
mind.
you're gonna want
You
to do
mind if I do
this.
that?
That's a good point.
So I don't have to get all the way in? Because they're going to get on to me if I just sit right there. You don't mind?
That's the driver's seat. That's my seat.
Driver's seat.
Thank you, Joe.
I prefer the driver's seat anyway.
Exactly.
You can move that shit, dude. Right just here. You want to sit on there?
Back.
I wonder how many times you and I have had these needless arguments when we were really arguing the same point.
I've never heard it referred to as a driver's seat.
Neither have I. That's the first time. But
Have
I
you,
know what
Joe?
you meant. Where do you sleep in your house?
Driver's seat.
Driver's seat?
Right.
I just sleep on the left side of the bed, which happens to be the
That
same
should
seat
be
y'all
a
talking about.
question for like casting the show. Do you sleep in the driver's
driver's
seat or the passenger seat?
And I'd be like, what the fuck does this mean? I'd
Exactly.
be calling up, hey, what does this mean? This or if it was
Dr. Zach would be like,
Yo, Bonnie, what is this bullshit?
what the fuck is this, yo? Sleep in the driver's seat? I'm not sleeping in my car. You think I'm so broke? I'm not sleeping in my car?
Just because what? It says unemployed? NASA fired me. What do you want?
They didn't fire me. They let me off
Oh, sorry.
temporarily.
I thought the Jets were coming
Yo,
on.
shout out to John Prindle.
John Prindle.
Hey, John. What?
Hey, John.
Does he work for
Sometimes I'll
NASA?
still work.
Yeah.
Are you going to sleep?
No.
Okay.
Just get back.
Do you know where Dan is? I want to try to sneak and talk to him at some point. In the DR. He's in the DR. You can catch him when he walks by here. Just take him to the arcade. All right. I'm going to do that. Or you should just go sit on the couch.
Danielle, please put on your microphone.
Yeah, but I would sleep on the right, and when I have a full bed in my house that I lived in the beginning of the summer, I slept in the. I actually slept kind of in the center of the full bed, actually, because the right side was against a wall.
I just feel uncomfortable
bad.
sleeping
Chicks there.
anywhere except for
What's
in the
that?
driver's seat.
Chicks in the bed.
Right, in the dorm it was always right side, and then at my home in Pittsburgh, I have a twin, so.
Yeah.
Right side is the side. That's the place to
But
be.
I would
Dominant side,
tend to
it is.
sleep towards the right side because I would put a pillow up against the
Now,
wall.
what are you calling the right side though?
When you're sitting in the bed.
When you're sitting in the bed.
See, I call that
The
the
right
left
side.
side.
See, that's the left side.
Cause I get it.
It's the
I get it.
left side if you're looking at the bed.
Yes.
It's the right side if you're sitting in the
If I'm
bed.
looking at the bed, I sleep on the right side.
From the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
See, so he's obviously in the passenger side.
Oh, so you're in the passenger
I'm
seat.
the passenger.
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah, crack that
Come
whip.
on, Sarah.
So she wears the pants too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. He admits it.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
no,
You're
Haven't you
in the
met
alright
me?
with that.
Have you met me? You seen how tough I am?
You're in the passenger seat of the bed.
Sarah wears the pants now.
So does she have to instigate all of your relations?
Oh yeah. She likes to
Wow.
take it over.
Driver's seat.
I always have to make the first move. I hate it.
What?
I do.
Get out of the driver's
I
seat.
know,
Start
that's-
sleeping on the
Yeah,
passenger
so sit
side.
on the passenger
I
side.
should.
You gotta date a girl who wants
I've
to sleep
gotten
in the
I've gotten
driver's
under
seat.
girls for the same thing, Shane. It's like, why do I always have to make the move?
I
Especially
know.
when everything's already going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're in third gear of this part of the relationship or whatever type of relationship it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like you shouldn't have to make the move every night.
No, that's and if I don't, I just tease the shit out of him, then I just turn over and lay
Yeah.
over and go to sleep. They're not.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine. I've done that a couple times.
Between Captain America and Captain Carrot over here,
Come on.
Joe's head is spinning.
Just saying, it's not nice.
And I've had a
Give,
girlfriend who
give,
used to just
give.
kind of roll over and she'd go, "You gonna have sex tonight?" And I'm like,
What?
"Is that the way you approach me?"
Just out of the blue.
Yeah.
Now you've done
Yeah,
the love
sure.
tap on the butt with your penis, right?
Huh? Oh yeah.
Little bit.
You just kind of roll
So
over.
that ain't necessarily.
Safe, Dan. I swear to God on everything. I swear to God.
That was pretty mean what you did.
I know. Whenever I do that, I go overboard. And I apologize to him. Let's look at the video.
Everybody else is outside.
I swear to God. It's Danielle. I swear to God.
I knew something was up. But I think you knew that I knew something was up. So, exactly. And I've always, you know, with Frank, I've never done him wrong. And he knows that about me. That's why I know he does want to keep me around. And he was like, I know that you had my back yesterday, obviously.
See, the thing, the way I like to play this game is when people don't know we're working together. And I thought maybe people might think that we wouldn't work together anymore because of that, and maybe they still will.
Well, I'm from Brooklyn and we don't like rats.
But
They
What the fuck is that?
They had their own rooms and stuff.
Opulent?
Huh?
Opulent?
Yeah.
That's what I was just
like
trying to think of.
amazing, like
Oh.
super.
Did they have
rich.
their own rooms?
Yep.
Did they have their own televisions?
No.
Nice penis you got there,
Cameras, of
Frank.
course.
Huh?
Nice penis you got there.
It's kind of swollen right now.
You must have had a terrible night last night. Did you see that rat just run through there?
Shut up.
Oh my god!
Shut up.
There's rats everywhere!
Me and Joe saw him last night out by the grill.
You saw a rat?
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
He went that way! Oh my god!
There he is!
It's official. This house is on the same level as my dump in New Orleans. It has rats.
It has
Oh my god, that thing was huge!
It might work to get that. Ian's armpits are pretty stubbly right now.
That's right.
Just rub your heel up in Ian's armpit and it'll take all the dead skin off.
Here, come here.
Ian, it'll make it on TV. It'll be a segment.
It
It'll
will.
be a 2-minute segment.
Gold bond
What
that
would
shit.
you do
Go
for a
by.
2-minute
Go
segment?
by.
Yo, are you gonna get a segment for the carrot?
There's down in the basement. She's
Yeah.
got some kids down there doing the daycare thing. Evidently, Sam sneaks in, jumps the gate, and he goes downstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there. I think I'm doing dishes or something. All of a sudden, I hear. I'm just like, what the fuck? I run downstairs, and Sam found a baby rabbit.
Oh my god.
And it brought it to show Sarah
Yeah.
what it caught.
Yeah.
And he let it go, and it's hopping all over
Oh,
the
my
basement.
goodness.
Sarah's against the wall. I just go and pick it up and bring it
Yeah.
outside. But I was like,
fine.
I mean, you made her scream sound mild.
Yeah.
Little baby bunny.
Yeah, it was a baby bunny.
How sweet.
Yeah, I had to let him go in the front yard. I had to hold Sam. Sam was like, "Roar." I mean, he was mad that I let it go. Like, too bad, dude.
It couldn't have been easy to catch that bunny either.
Huh?
Couldn't have been too easy for it to catch.
No. But Sam is like,
Yeah.
I mean, of cats, Sam is a hunter.
He's got cat-like reflexes.
Cat
He's a
like
hunting
reflexes.
cat.
He's a
Does he
hunting
bring
cat.
so he brings gifts back for you?
Oh yeah, he brings gifts quite often.
We got a
Every
cat.
time that we let him out overnight,
Yeah.
he comes back with a, a bird, a rabbit, something.
Oh my god.
Mice. He loves moles.
Moles.
He'll find moles or whatever. Them little.
My
have fun.
dog likes to
So
chase
do you like it when
squirrels.
there's a mouse on your doorstep?
No, I hate it.
Oh.
No, I don't like him to bring dead animals to the house.
To the house.
It's not one of my favorite things.
But it's doing its job, right?
Yeah. He's because where my house is, it used to be cornfields, so there's a lot of field mice.
Yeah.
So I just take him and put him in the garage because that's where they'll go to the garage a lot because just to get warm, and they'll come through the garage door somehow. And I can put him out one night, next day they're
Shoot
all
its screen
gone.
against the glass door. Look over.
Where?
Dude, he's in Skid Row.
Could you imagine?
He's in Skid Row in that corner.
Do you know how many mice must be in Skid Row? If they're all.
Kitty cats, like if I made breadsticks or we had something, like there's nothing in the apartment, you know what I mean? So for the we don't have mice,
sure.
Yeah.
one of the other ones. So it's like if we left something out, like during the night or whatever, by accident, it would just be like right by my head in the morning, like a breadstick or like a little piece of food or something. And Valentino's just sitting there like, yeah, mom, it's
Got
so
it.
cute.
Something.
I got you something. I'm
Yeah.
like, why is
Does
there?
your cat lick you affectionately?
He pats my face.
Oh.
He pats my face, and my girl cat Lolita, she just sits on me with her purse, but like she sits
But
on.
cats don't like lick you.
Some-
Oh, she does.
Like
She
a dog
does,
does?
actually.
No,
She-
barely if they do. It's got like a little sand.
She does like little
Feel
kisses,
too,
like
it's
she
not-
puts her nose
Oh,
on me,
okay.
and my boy cat, he pats my face.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, and I didn't get them declawed. I don't believe in it, and so
You
he
guys want some Gatorade? Anyone?
Yo,
keeps his
yeah.
Orange, red, what do you want?
Whichever's easiest.
Anyone else?
Sand.
I've never had a
Yeah, I
cat.
got
only
a
had
coffee
my
mug
little
over here if you don't
dog,
want to
so-
waste a paper
But
cup.
she licks, obviously.
Cats are cool.
Yeah,
Only thing I don't like
They'll
about
kiss
cats
you.
is the litter boxes. I mean, dogs go outside. I don't have to deal with it. Litter boxes,
that up.
I hate it.
It's
Yeah, we got
It's the only thing I don't like about cats. But the great thing about a cat is you can leave the house for a few days and not
yeah, and then,
Yeah.
and that's why I have two. They're so adorable together, and he protects her, and she's the queen, and she's really cute. Yeah, it's a litter box, but I'm so used to having cats, like
Yeah.
it's fine. It's just
We got
part
two.
of my thing. Yeah, I have two too.
We got
Valentino
two.
Lolita.
Samson and Gidget.
Yeah.
Cute little-
Samson and Gidget. Gidget's got cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
One time, Gidget's an old cat. Like, got him when Alexa was like 2 years old, so it was 12 years, about 12-year-old. So he got old, and he one day I looked at him, and he had like his ear was like freaking like a balloon. It had separated, but it was still like a balloon. I'm assuming it's like cauliflower ear, I'm like, so I called the vet, and I tell the vet, and the vet would be like, you bring him on over here, and we can drain it or whatever. It'd be like, it's gonna be $400.
Oh.
Fuck that. Like $400 to drain his ear, to pop it, whatever. So I told Alexa, I said, let's go do this. So I said,
Needle.
I said, get in the car, let's go. So I went to Walgreens, I got a syringe, I got a needle.
Oh my God, John, you did not.
And I said, I took Alexa into the bathroom. I said, Alexa, it's your cat. You gotta hold it. I'll do it, but you gotta hold him.
Yeah.
So we held him down in the bathroom, put a syringe in its ear, and just drew it out. And it worked. I mean, it worked fine. He was just, but he was okay. After I had to do it like 4 times to get the ear empty, and now the ear's like crunched.
Yeah.
He's got one crunched ear. It's like it just never came back.
Oh my God.
But he's an old dude. I mean,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just,
It's a battle scar.
he's an old dude.
I spent a lot of money. Silly, my first cat, may he rest in peace, he had a thyroid problem. So he just couldn't, he would eat so much, but just couldn't keep weight on him. So,
I had my
he was a
former
fun cat,
boxer,
though. He was
Bella.
awesome.
Bella went out. Bella was just one of those, just a once in a lifetime dog. You get those kind of dog pets. Bella was awesome. Bella went in the backyard, come back in, and Alexa said it was choking. Said Bella's choking.
Oh my God.
And I thought she was messing with me. I thought, whatever, Alexa. You know, I was like, and then she was like, no, he's choking. So I ran upstairs, and Bella was really choking. And I tried to stick my hand down her throat, tried to, everything. She couldn't. There was nothing obstructing her windpipe, and I couldn't get it. She was just totally could not get it, and nothing was obstructed. So I rush her out to the car. I throw her in. We're gonna have to. It's like midnight. I had to rush her to an animal hospital. We had an animal hospital. It's like
24 hours or something.
Yeah. So I'm blowing lights. I'm blowing everything. I get her to here. We throw her out on the floor. She had just passed out from. So they get an IV in her and they put a trach in her. They cut her throat, put a trach in her, and she starts breathing. I mean, she was literally breathing. Her tongue was hanging out. She was doing good. So he sat there for like a few hours. They can't find anything obstructing. They don't know what in the hell has happened. They're freaked. But because of what she went through, her organs and stuff could have been damaged. So they were like, they said, why don't you just go home and lay down for a little while?
Right.
Come back and check her. I was like, I don't want to leave her. I'm not going to leave her here. So I called Sarah, and Sarah, we're close enough. So Sarah was like, come home, get in bed. If it's anything, you can come right back. So sure enough, I go home. 20 minutes later, they're calling saying she can't breathe again.
Yeah.
So I get back over to there, and they're like, well, you got two options. We can either put her down because we can't find it in her trach. It's going to, it's whatever this is. They said it could be as simple as a piece of dog food somewhere in her trach that was causing her to, anything. It could be a split bone. It could have just been anything. But the guy was like, we do have an option. He's like, we could medevac her to Purdue University, and they have specialists on there. We can we can go ahead and open her surgically and everything. I was like, okay. I was called Sarah. They were like, by the way, it's $12,000.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
And you need to sign here and pay half. You don't know what bind you're in. I mean, I love animals like I do my kids. I'm just laying there.
They are like your kids.
But luckily, the vet said, dude, even at that, you're looking at 20% chance.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
She said she may not even live and make the flight.
Yeah.
So, much less surgery. So, I literally I rank it in the top 5 hardest things in my life, but I had to lay in the floor with her and let her put her to sleep.
Yeah.
And Bella was just, I don't know how to explain it, because anybody that ever met Bella would, and it's not, because it's not a biased thing, I have other dogs now. She was a one-of-a-kind dog, and I only had her for 4 years.
Yeah.
She was just one of those dogs that everybody that met her knew Bella was a special dog.
Yeah.
And she just came out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. Perfect,
they still
100% health. No, I could have sent her in for exploratory something after she did an autopsy. They wanted another $300 to do that, and so I had her cremated and had the kids come up and do but she was just if you've never had to do that. It's horrible. That
is so sad, Joe. That's horrible.
No, it's not. It wasn't good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I'm so sorry.
I guess what's
that's what.
Pets, you'll know when you lose a cat. You lose a pet,
I was
pets,
devastated when I lost.
You know how much you love your dog.
Oh yeah, she's like my life.
Yeah, I mean it's
I'm obsessed with her.
Some people treat their pets more better than they do their family.
True.
I mean, it's just the way it is. It's the way it is with Bella Girl. And Sarah got me a picture of her made for our anniversary.
Yeah, they did. They did real
Belle.
sweet. Gave me the paw, put Silly's paw on this clay thing, and I have it. And they sent it to me on the 1-year anniversary. And I was just like, I cried for almost 3 days straight. Oh my God! But yeah, there's nothing like they're your best friend.
Guys, I'm about to take a shower.
Word.
I'll see y'all shortly, though.
Word.
Shower.
I'm considering bed.
Huh?
So I'm considering bed.
Are you?
Not right now, but I'd like to go by midnight tonight. Cause I want to get up early. I don't want to fucking.
go to sleep though.
I don't know, dude. After this stressful last night.
Yeah, it has been stressful.
That's true. cried and apologized or tried and apologized?
cried and apologized and said he overreacted. But overreacted to what? I mean, that doesn't answer anything to me. If he did that to me, I'm sorry, I'm not speaking to you.
What did you say to her? I just told her that Ian's been working against us forever, and that if we don't cut Brittany off, then the three of them are going to be a trio that we're not going to be able to deal with, because Brittany's going to use both of them to try to get us out. And I explained to her too. I said, if Dan goes, then next week, if Shane wins, he's told me that I'm safe, which means he's going to put up Joe and you. And if I win POV, they'll probably send her home because she's the closest one to me. It's unbelievable. Here's the thing. I couldn't believe she's sitting outside the DR door smiling at me. I'm like, oh, the thing we gotta worry about though is after it goes down, when we do, that's what we gotta think. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking about that too. You know, what's her explanation? I mean, what are you gonna say when you put up Brittany? I don't know what that noise is that's coming in. Everybody's outside except for Daniel. But what are you gonna do? That's what we gotta figure out because we don't want us to be exposed. Yeah, I mean, what's that? That's where it starts. Why is she taking me off, and then why are you putting Brittany up? I'm gonna take a shower. I'll think about it because I've been trying to think about it, but they've been out there talking. I'm gonna be laying in the floor in that room. All right. Where's Danielle? In the DR. Okay.
I think, yeah, are we asking Ian how we're being portrayed? 'Cause you would
I
know.
would say that, like, Eddie Haskell, leave it to Beaver, is their neighbor who is, like, this neighbor kid that was the older brother's age. He was really, really polite with the adults, and then, like, whenever he was alone,
I did
wallowing
not
in a
know
beef-
that that's who Eddie Haskell was. I used to go to a bar called Eddie Haskell's,
Yeah.
and I didn't know that
great
that's what it
name.
was.
Yeah.
That's a great name,
Yeah.
right?
And like, just like,
Yeah.
Probably not. What time is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
They're screwing us.
like the gold ball episode, and you know. But then again, we all kind of got the nasty show, except for you, and you
Got the
were
what?
pretty good too. And the ball thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, I was more pissed at people freaking aiming at my head.
Yeah, you were.
I couldn't find shit for quarters. I was getting pissed.
You got one attempt.
Loved
Too
it.
hard to set up. I'm like, you're a baby. Set it up for me. I'm too young.
Yeah, you know
What do they call those? A Rube Goldberg machine?
Yes,
Or whatever?
that is. Rube Goldberg machine.
A lot.
Ian lied to us earlier about him being on Jeopardy. We
It's a
can't
joke.
trust anything he says.
Yeah. Is this game a joke to you? Are we a joke? Are you tricking us into believing?
The joke's on him. We're all actors.
Exactly.
I wouldn't doubt it. At this point. There's no way I made it this far if this isn't like some Joe Schmo.
Well, I can
thing.
promise you, your homegirl right here is no actress.
Hell no.
I
can't remember all
swear
that
on it.
reefer. I can't
swear
remember
this whole
anything.
thing is like a complete and total setup just to get me to think I'm doing wrong. At the end, it's like, yeah, it's a big joke. You just wasted your whole summer. There's no way I would have made it this far legitimately. There's no way.
Don't say that.
There's no way. On thin ice, there's like some guy with a little magnet under there that got it
Yeah.
for the 20.
Serious.
Made me sweat a little bit.
Who was the biggest Big Brother fan ever, proportionate to when they went home? Like, what super fan went home the earliest in the history of the show?
Super fan?
Relative to their super fandom and when they got evicted.
Ronnie was out real early.
He
He was
got-
out
So,
in 10th.
week
Came in
4.
10th place.
Was he as
Out
big of a
of
super
13.
fan as you, though?
Yeah.
He knew all the facts?
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, I know on Big Brother 5, there was this guy, Mike, who was like a really big fan of the show. Like back in the early seasons. I don't know if he still watches it, but back in the early seasons, he was a really big fan, and he was the first one voted out. Remember that? I was disappointed too, because he was actually, if I had to compare it to anybody, say like you, but quieter.
Who?
This guy that was on Big Brother 5. It's like you, but he was quieter.
Okay.
Mike.
Like a train and run over.
Mike Lewinsky.
Like beat to death.
Contact with him.
Is there been anyone like me on the show?
Do you talk to
That
me
you
again?
compare me to?
Oh, I knew you was in the DR, but...
I've been in the DR.
Oh, you have?
Pretty unique.
Yeah.
I've been in there for like
What's this
30
then?
minutes.
Oh. Did they ask about that? Already?
Oh man, it's
Great.
They're already on top of it. They just called Frank in too.
gonna be the highlight of the Wednesday show.
You are
mean
not allowed to
Thursdays?
talk about your diary room session.
Wednesdays?
The video
Oh.
ceremony. Yeah.
Wednesdays ends with the veto ceremony.
Slam of the box and then the
Dun! Slow motion.
slow mo.
Was season 12 just like a year of amateur hour in your opinion?
No, well, I still don't get how Brigade just slipped through that whole time. It didn't make much sense to me.
Matt never
They
revealed it
didn't.
if they left.
Matt did.
Kristen knew about it. Reagan knew about it. They didn't slip through. It was just who wanted to pay attention.
So Reagan knew about it and didn't do
Kristen
anything
knew about it. When she campaigned to stay in the house, she was like, there's a guys alliance in this house. Those guys are together. But I was like, whatever. Still voting against you. And
Was
then,
she kind of a bitch?
huh?
Was she kind of a bitch?
Kristen?
Yeah.
No.
No, you just didn't want anything.
We
close.
just didn't really
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah.
So hot.
Not that that had anything to do with it.
She kept her in.
Now that Ashley's not here, he can vocalize this on a more
Yes,
daily
he can.
basis. And then
Very
Reagan,
true.
when he was
banging.
campaigning to me, Reagan was like, these guys are together, you know you're next. If I leave, you're next. And I'm like, Reagan, I understand, but I don't have the votes to save you. I'm one vote. Like, you can campaign to me all day. I can't save you with my one vote.
Right.
And I gave him my vote.
When he went out fifth.
Yeah. So people knew about it. But see, since I thought that I had a final 3 deal that trumped whatever they had, I didn't care.
Gotcha.
I was like, yeah, I hope these guys do make it to the end because they're going to take me with
So
them.
they kept telling you that they had a final 3? That's what they told.
What did Hayden say?
Huh?
Hayden told you that you were in a final 3 deal with them, right?
Yeah.
Even if that were true, would have ended the same.
It would have ended the same because I didn't win the veto. That's what it came down to.
Right.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Who won the final veto?
I made it as far as I possibly could have made it, unless I took fate into my own hands.
Gotcha.
Hayden won the veto.
Oh, he did? And the HOH or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
he did.
So that meant Enzo got the sole vote. He didn't
Right.
have to earn it.
So Enzo got the one and only vote. So,
Oh, because you and Lane were up on the block.
Mhm. So, it was what it was. But I mean, they didn't go unnoticed. People knew.
Right.
It was just in the early part of the season, there was such a big push to get other people out.
Right.
And they were really personable and no one was really after them.
Yeah.
So
Like Brendan and Rachel were obviously the first 2 that they wanted to get out.
they were big targets in the house because they were an obvious pair.
Gotcha.
Not to mention they were an obnoxious pair. That,
I'm not talking
She
about
can't-
BB12
yeah, she
anymore,
can't talk
actually.
about it.
I mean, they were in BB12 and they seemed to irritate everybody. So. Just saying. I'd like to meet them in real life. They're interesting people.
Good cover up.
I know, I would. They seem like very
No, they
interesting
do.
people. I'd like to meet them in real life. I'd love
I'm
to
sure that
talk
you'll
to
have your opportunity.
them. I really hope so. They live here, don't they?
Yes,
They'll probably be at the finale.
probably. I mean, Rachel's a former winner.
And they live here.
Plenty of toilet paper now for all to enjoy.
Great. We can't keep paper towels in the kitchen to save our lives.
No,
Every
I
time
just
I turn
loaded it
around,
up.
I just,
you did.
And there's that empty one.
I can't believe like how fast we go through paper towels. I still haven't requested half and half. I will if I get called in.
you're already out?
We're not out, but we only have one thing left because they didn't give us enough.
And everybody, well, it was half and half.
Oh, okay.
Me either.
Put it in your coffee.
It's good.
Your coffee.
Coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Have some coffee.
Walk the
You
dog.
can't have
Come
it.
on, lock the door.
Walk the dog. Have a cup of coffee.
Have a coffee. Some quarters. Open up the drawer.
Pick up a paper.
Count to 4.
4.
Take
Bumper
the
to
door.
bumper traffic.
Talk to your daughter.
You what?
Drink some
Talk to
water.
your daughter.
Drink some water.
Check in with your father.
Fada.
It's your father. Look at the house. Let's see.
How's your brother?
What's going on with your father? How about your sister?
News on your sister? Union Square. Now that's a fun little place.
I love Union Square. Guys, I'm crazy. There's that one Mexican restaurant. Okay,
Rosa Mexicana.
Rosa Mexicana.
Love that place.
Oh, that was my place. They see I should have ran into you there.
Union Square Cafe, is that what you're
Little
talking about?
snowflake.
No, Union Square, New York City.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Union Square Cafe in New York City?
Well, probably.
1,000% sure there is.
Rosa Mexicana Sangria.
And
The
store.
best.
And
They had
store.
like such a cool bar area.
Yeah, I love the whole thing. It's one of my favorite places.
Their
to go.
guac is amazing.
The guac is absolutely amazing. It's so much food. Did you ever go to Pop Burger?
I didn't.
Okay.
I ordered
Is it
from this
supposed
place called Burger One all the time, and it was like as small as a closet in there,
Okay.
and it was just straight up
Pop a
local,
shower.
like
Not pop
so
a
not
squat,
touristy,
Ian.
like
Right.
teeny tiny
My-
best
my,
burgers in the city.
I never heard of that place. Burger
It's on the
One?
Upper East
Well,
Side,
Upper
yeah.
East Side, okay.
It's delicious.
I'll track it down. I'll
Total hole in the wall joint. Like you walk in,
Those
you're
are
like,
the
I'm
best,
in
though.
someone's closet. Like
Those are
it's
the best.
teeny. So good.
About Yola's Cafe and by where I used to live. Oh, it's some of the best Mexican food.
There's like 6 or 7 seats in the place,
Really?
but I would get takeout or delivery all the time. So good.
Love a good burger.
I love Burger One.
I don't know if it's- I don't-
5 napkin burger, I think we already talked about. It was,
Yeah.
it's all right.
It's all right.
I've taken a couple of people there to eat that have been in town,
Right.
just visiting.
The people always wanted to go, like if they were visiting, they kept always hearing about, Pop Burger and all that good stuff. And actually, they hired DJs out every now and again. And,
Oh, really?
yeah. The one by Highline.
What was the other good burger place? It's like a,
It's good, but it's not like I was like, oh
well, there's
my
good
God.
burger everywhere.
Yeah.
There's actually a restaurant called Good Burger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Pretty damn good.
Welcome to Good Burger, home
Want
of
the good burger, can I take your order?
Keenan and Kel.
And I
Yeah.
never ate at that pizza place either that you were asked, Two Boots or
Two
whatever.
Boots. Oh yeah, delicious.
They were everywhere, but I never ate them.
Yeah.
Let's show all that.
I always ate at this like little Italian place around the corner. They did slices.
Hello, my name is
It's
Ishmael.
probably pretty delicious.
It was like $2.50 for a whole meal.
Oh,
Forget it.
Easy.
So easy.
Kel loved orange soda.
Kel loved orange soda on Keenan and Kel. You know who I always liked, and I've been compared to the character as their boss, Chris, at the
Good Burger.
Rigby's, the grocery store.
Right near my apartment, there was a freaking salon, a Russian
Yeah.
salon
That
called
actually, like,
Colors of
chain in
Moscow.
Chicago.
And people would roll out of there with some weird looking haircuts.
The
I'd be
Russians
like-
don't play. It's
I'd be
very
like, what is that? And it was like this. Hey.
Come to watch me shower.
Yeah.
How you doing? Are you better than you were before after the talk?
Not really.
Well, I'll talk to you after I get out.
No need. I had everything I could possibly want. All the good shopping. Well, I mean, Soho has great shopping, but
Oh, dear. Upper East Side, I mean,
has great
honestly, like 20 blocks.
That's all you
Snowflake
need.
got air conditioning.
Snowflake, covered.
It's bad.
And 86th Street has like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 86th Street is very bustling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
very
your
bustling.
Fairway.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Barnes & Noble, your Sephora, your H&M, Best
Yeah, you don't have
Buy.
to travel closer, to, you don't have
No.
to travel really downtown.
Super
to
easy.
get all that. It's all there.
One time my friend and I ducked into this jewelry shop on Madison Avenue and tried on, it was like a 20-carat diamond.
Better.
Huh?
It didn't get any better.
It's not getting any better?
No.
You go up with a pillow and pull the diamond off and then bring it over and shine it up. And like, I mean, it was like, I'm being serious. It was probably this big.
Holy smokes.
It was the size of like my hand.
Yeah.
It was huge, huge. And she was talking about, like, it was enormous. And she was like, and it had an eternity band that they had matched with it.
Right.
And every diamond on the eternity band was a 2-carat diamond, which a 2-carat diamond is a huge diamond.
Yeah, it's a big ass diamond. Who
Just
can
for
wear?
the-
Who can wear this?
It looked like a paperweight. It was
Like, who can wear
freaking
that?
the most insane thing, and I couldn't even believe it was touching my hand. I was like, I can't touch this. This is like worth more than my life.
That's not
I
true.
always loved.
It was insane.
We went to the this upscale mall, my friend and I, over Christmas break, and we went into the Omega watch dealer, and I'm just like,
Oh, you told me that story.
yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I'd like to try this one on. And then they're like, so what are you looking for? I'm like, well, it was floated by like a graduation gift, and then like I just was like trying on a $6,000 watch, and like, oh, pretty cool. And I'm just like, in the back of my head, it's like, I will never have this.
I remember when my mom and I went to Monaco, which is like the most
Oh,
expensive place in the world. We like had time to kill, so we went into this mall. It was like freaking white marble chandeliers. There was nothing in a single store that was like less than a couple $100.
Oh wow.
Like, it was insane. We took a public bus to get somewhere in the city, and the women on the public bus were wearing Gucci, Prada,
Yeah.
Fendi. I was like, I feel a little out of my element. And then Janelle would talk about her friend who lived in Monaco, and I would be like,
Oh, no.
all right.
A salesman once told my dad, we were at the Galleria Mall in Houston, Texas.
Gallerias
Nice,
are nice.
They, my
Yeah,
dad
the
asked,
Galleria at Pittsburgh
there was like a
Mills.
pair of boots
Really?
sitting up there, and I think they were like alligators. I don't know what they were, but anyway, my dad said, how much are those boots right there? And the salesman literally said, if you have to ask, you can't afford them.
Ooh.
So he said that, how
rude.
rude. I was
You
like,
didn't know
are
that you
you?
could be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, you don't know.
don't know
But he said,
what?
if you have to
Shut
ask,
up,
you
Joe.
can't afford them.
How rude.
Like, dude.
They have a Galleria in Dallas that I've been to.
Into the Galleria.
The Galleria.
I saw him in the bathroom.
Did you talk to him?
I didn't say anything to him except for how's Danielle.
And he said,
She's fine. Or she's good or something.
am I wrong not to get this or understand this at all?
I don't get it.
I don't get the answer. Like I asked Danielle, what did he say?
And he apologized for overreacting, is what she said.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll say
but
that's the most harsh
but
thing I've said
overreacting
yet.
to what?
I don't know. It must just be between the two of them.
I tell you that image he worked up in BB10 is
Yeah,
that's long
Yeah.
gone. I feel like he just blew that.
yeah.
I'm sure that neither of them want to disclose the
Disclose the
information.
Probably not.
I got you. All right. I'm cool with that. I just,
Yep, same. Doesn't change shit
Yeah.
for me.
it's good to know,
Yeah.
I guess.
I didn't want to come out directly and ask her, but she didn't offer up anything.
I asked her, and she wouldn't tell.
Yeah.
She said, all he said was, I said, so what was it? And she said, he just apologized
Uh-huh.
and said,
I'm sure that they just don't talk about it. I was surprised to hear that, he didn't say anything to Frank except for that
Yeah.
Frank had his jury vote.
Yeah. Exactly.
Big fucking shock. I think the Frank's in the final two. Yeah, it's just about everybody.
Everybody's jury vote. 7-0.
7-0.
That's
A minute.
Absolutely
give
the
me a
truth.
sympathy vote.
Not right now. He's won it.
who, Frank?
Yeah, if things ended today,
Yeah,
he'd win.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a
absolutely.
lot more to go. I mean, there's been people that ran on Terras like he went and then won nothing in the end.
True.
I mean, as far as what I've seen, shows I've seen, it doesn't end today.
And not to mention the fact that everybody knows that, you know what I mean? Like, that makes it hard to
Makes
get
it
there.
hard to get there. Makes it hard to get there, and like I
Plus,
said,
I mean, God, he freaking can't play the next 2 HOHs.
Yeah.
That's supposed.
I'm not giving up. Put it that way. Just because he's winning right now, I'm not giving up.
Me neither.
Hell, I'm here. Might as well play until I'm dead. till my dead,
it looks like I'm
cold body
going.
heads out that door.
If it looks like I'm going,
What?
if it looks like I'm gonna be dead, I'm not gonna go raising a stink on you.
I'm gonna do a Dan. I'm gonna out you.
What did I do?
I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna come up with something.
I have a feeling he's being half serious right now.
Could you imagine, guys? Could you all come to my funeral? I have something to say. I've wore all black because this is my funeral.
Oh my gosh.
That was the weirdest thing.
Ever.
Chef Joe, I love you. Taught me about family, marriage, something else. I don't,
Brittany, we've been newlyweds
You've
together.
been newlyweds together. Ian, you're like a son to me.
You're just like me.
You're just like Dan. How did you know that? That means you can win
It's true, I could.
because he won.
I hope I don't say something like that to someone.
Very odd
Quite
day.
strange behavior.
I will say that is by far the most amazing show of something that I can't figure out yet.
This is the wackiest Sunday
It's the
on
wacky.
record.
I mean, dude, I thought this doesn't even compare to Willie. This is not even the same league of Willie right now.
Like,
It's
really,
not.
We all kind of saw that coming.
This is
right
either
out of fucking
it's just doesn't. It's very confusing math. First of all, if you have any kind of scientific amount of what he wanted to play there, I don't know. I can't figure out his reasoning in doing that.
Same here.
Maybe Mike was right. Maybe he is the mastermind.
Maybe he's brainwashed. Maybe this conversation is what he
What he
wanted
wanted.
us to have.
And then we think, man, everybody really doesn't like him. He'd be great to sit next to in the final too.
Yeah.
Ah!
That's
the ticket.
And then we flip the switch.
Yeah, we
That's
flipped
what
the
he
switch.
That's what he wants
He
us
finishes
to do.
Fucking city.
He gets
Give
in
me
the
a Scooby
seat.
snack.
He's in the seat.
Give me a Scooby snack. Mystery solved.
It's not a bad one, actually. Dan.
That was a joke.
I know, but
I think
still.
he just said something he didn't mean to say and was really. It was just not.
Joe's like,
Nuh-uh.
I ain't buying that
Dude
one,
had
my little
24
friend.
hours to come up with something. You don't just overreact when he had 24 hours to think about it. I mean, that overreaction is something when you don't have time to think or you didn't take time to get
That's
yourself
like
away.
my live show.
Yeah. I mean, that has nothing to do. He had plenty of time to think about what he wanted to say, how he wanted to say it, and what he wanted to get from it.
I need a refill.
Decaf.
Chef Joe. Conspiracy theorist.
He's working on it. Probably won't figure it out, but until I get out of here, I'll be out of here going, that son of a bitch. But I won't find out in jury either.
Just vote for me to win. I'm broke as a joke.
Huh?
Just vote for me to win. I'm broke as a joke. My
You
house has mice in it.
feel free. God.
This whole fucking week is the ugliest fucking week I've ever witnessed.
You know,
What for?
just kind of embarrassed. I'm ashamed. But if you want to sleep, I can get out of here.
I wasn't going to sleep.
You know, when I just take things too far, and I shouldn't have said that. So I know how much that hurt her.
Yeah. She knows that though, right?
Yeah, I just told her I'm sorry. I hope that she can forgive me sometime. I don't expect it to be soon or anything, but I don't know. Sometimes I just get carried away. It's just a game, I forget that sometimes. Everyone's pissed at me, huh?
I don't think it's as much being pissed at you as it is like everyone is starting conspiracy theories about what you were talking about. Freaking Eagle Eye Joe was about to stroke out. He's like, something's not right. You know how this place is. People come up with like 1,000 theories for every move. If there's people sweeping in Pandora's box, that means Pandora's box is happening today, and it's going to be this, and this person's going to have this power. If we're on a lockdown, it's because this, you know what I mean? Like, so, Eagle Eye Joe's on the case.
Just wish I just would have left it at that, and then so this week wouldn't be awkward for me or anyone else. You know? Because I just want to have fun the last couple days, but I don't know, maybe things will be different tomorrow.
Maybe.
You honestly thought that I ever did anything against you, that you're stupid.
Exactly. Well, don't worry. You're the better person. I knew that's what it was. It was about the veto.
I'm still so sad.
It's fine. Why? Because he's leaving?
No, because he was so mean. Like, I didn't do anything to him.
No, you didn't. It's alright. I'm still here for you.
You promise?
No, I'm gonna treat you like that. My parents didn't bring me up like that. There's no way I would call someone up for the whole house like that.
But I didn't even do anything.
I know you didn't. Hell, if Brittany won the last question, it would have been perfect.
I know.
I mean, you can't just blame it on that.
But I don't think he was trying to.
I don't think so either.
I think it was like he knew it, and he knew he couldn't buzz in.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know.
This time for me has just been way different because, like, I pride myself on keeping my emotions in check, and I've just, there's been multiple times where I've just exploded. And it's not like me. I just don't want to get out of here and have, like, Chelsea or my family be disappointed at me because of how I acted.
They're not going to be disappointed in you, no matter what. Chelsea's not going to ever be disappointed in you. Ryan would never be disappointed in me. He would always understand, you know?
Yeah. What about our little cousin and stuff? You know, I try to be a role model for him, and swearing at Ian and doing that to Danielle is not exactly role model material.
I understand that you were like upset, but I mean, you obviously feel bad about it. We heard you told Frank you had your jury vote. That got the wheels spinning in Eagle Eye's head, too.
I don't know why I'm getting so heated this time.
He's now probably gonna. I can't believe he said that to me.
There was no reason for him to say any of it.
You're dead to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what have I done to you?
Nothing. You didn't do anything. You played the game. He had 2 chances. He had 3 chances. First POV, second POV before Frank got evicted, and he got a 3rd chance after Frank was evicted or disqualified. You know, I'm sorry, but that's 3 huge chances to win. And at that point, it was basically, Frank was out of the game. It was him, you, Jen, and Brittany. I wasn't bringing in the last one. I mean, I knew I wasn't.
Yeah.
It was either Brittany was going to ring in or he was going to ring in. So, alright. We just got to regroup and we got to determine if we're going to, hopefully stick with the quack pack. That's what I want to do. Ian still wants Frank out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Frank did give me his word that he wouldn't put me up this week, so I think I owe him that next week, but we only have 2 weeks to get him out.
Yeah.
So if I get HOH, I'm gonna put just Joe and Ian up and see what happens with POV.
Alright.
And I think you should probably do the same.
Alright.
Disguise it with Ian, because all we need are 2 votes.
Yeah.
So just tell Ian, we have the 2 votes and it goes to the HOH. He would be fine going up as a pawn. Then if we win POV or something, we take Ian off. That's the only way we can get rid of Frank. But the thing is, if I get rid of Frank next week, I am the #1 target in the game. Because with Frank still here, so I don't know if that's too early to get rid of him. Maybe I should stick by my word next week, and then the next week, when he still can't play in HOH, but then he'll play in POV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't win this POV, then you would have to.
I know, because that's our only chance. But I think Brittany would do the same with nominations, put up Joe and Ian, and you would probably do the same.